Welcome dear students. This video deals with the tenses presented by Mr. V. Raja. In this video, we are going to see past perfect tense, future perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. Before moving to this part, we can recall what we saw in the last class. In the previous class, we saw what is a tense, types of tense, what is a verb, formation and usage of the tenses. Okay. So what is a tense? Tense is a time which mentions about the time. Okay. And we saw that there are three major tenses, and each tense has four tenses. Okay. Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, and simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous tense, and simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. So we saw how to form a sentence and how to use a sentence according to the situation for the following tenses. What are the following? Simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense and present perfect. So for these all tenses, how to make sentences, the formation of sentence, the usage of verbs in the sentences. Okay, next we can go to the next part. Now we can see past perfect tense. So before moving to the definition and usage, we can see the formula or formation of past perfect tense. In the past perfect tense, we can use the subject had as an auxiliary and plus V3. V3 means past participle. Okay, already I have told you that past participle is the form of the verb, third form. Okay, and this is not tense. Okay, and in the negative sentence, subject plus had plus not plus V3. So the negative word should be used between the auxiliary and V form of the verb. In the negative sentence, we should write the subject and past perfect auxiliary verb had and negative word not and third form of the verb. Okay, and we should use the negative word between the auxiliary and third form of the verb. Okay, so look at the sentence for the affirmative. He had gone to the bed when someone rang the bell. So here had plus V3 has been used. Okay, here had plus V3 form is used. Okay, so he had gone to the bed when someone rang the bell. யாரோ ஒருவர் bell அடிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி rang the bell. It can be calling bell or it can be phone bell. Okay, or someone before calling, he had gone to the bed. He had gone to the bed. Okay, next the negative sentence. He had not finished his homework when his teacher asked him. Here mistakenly the drawn has been typed. Okay, just erase it. Okay, he had not finished his homework when his teacher asked him. So his teacher asked him, his teacher had already given a homework. Okay, so he asked the student whether he had finished. Okay, what did I tell you? Tamil meaning for the present perfect tense. In the present perfect tense in Tamil, I told you that நான் செய்திருக்கிறேன், முடித்திருக்கிறேன். Okay, but in the past perfect tense we should use in Tamil நான் முடித்திருந்தேன், செய்திருந்தேன். Could you understand what I say? Okay, and in the interrogative sentence we should use had plus subject plus V3 because had is a question word. Had is a question word. At the beginning we should use the H in capital letters. Okay, had they finished their homework? அவர்களுடைய வீட்டு பாடத்தை முடித்திருந்தார்களா? That is a question. Okay, next we can go to the definition and example. Okay, so what is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense means two actions happen at a time in the past, the first action which is completed at first is used in the past perfect. Okay, and the second action which is completed as a second, okay, is used in the past tense. Could you understand what I say? Two actions would have happened in the past. Could you, okay, among the two, one would have been completed earlier and another one would have been completed later. Okay, the earlier completed sentence is used in the past perfect tense and the second completed sentence is used in the past tense. Okay, here I want to ask you one question. Okay, in the past tense, two facts would have been completed. The both one would have been completed earlier and another one would have been later. Okay, here the later part is called past tense. The earlier part, for an example to remember, we can take super fast. For example, here I want to tell you another one thing. Senior, super senior. Do you know? வயசில் மூத்தவர்கள் அப்படிங்கிறோம்னா சீனியர்னு சொல்கிறோம். அவங்களோட சீனியராக இருந்தால் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? சூப்பர் சீனியர். ஓகே, ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் டு ரிமெம்பர் ஐ சே ஹியர் the past tense and another one thing completed before the past, that is called super fast. Super past. Okay, so the super past is called past perfect tense. The second action is called past tense. Okay, here we can go to the sentence. When I went to the medical shop, the shop had closed. Here we want to identify which one is completed at first and which one is completed at second. Here, when I went to the medical shop, the shop had closed. So the shop had closed. The second sentence had completed at first. I went to the medical shop. This is completed in the second. Okay, so here the first fact is closing the shop. Second fact is going to the medical shop. Okay, so here the closing shop should be taken into past perfect tense. So shop had closed. Shop had closed is a past perfect. And when I went to the medical shop is past tense. And come to the next sentence. After she had finished dinner, she went to bed. Okay, so after she had finished dinner, she went to bed. So here the first fact, the first sentence, the fact of the first sentence has been completed at first. Okay, the fact of the second sentence completed later. Okay, so the later completed sentence is taken to past tense. Okay, and third sentence. Before Darun reached the station, the train had left. So Darun railway station போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே அந்த train போயிடுச்சு. Here the train had left is the first completed action. Darun reached the station is the second completed action. So we should take the second sentence into past perfect, the first sentence into past tense. Okay, and another one thing we want to know here, in the first and third sentence I have used past tense with the subordinate conjunction when and before, but I have used past perfect with the subordinate conjunction after. Here we want to know the reason. So when and before means முன்னாடியே. Okay, முன்னாடி எதுக்கு முன்னாடி? Here Darun reached the station is not earlier activities. Before he reached, that means even reach ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே the train had left. Okay, so here we should use past tense with the subordinate conjunction when and before, but we should use past perfect tense with the subordinate conjunction after. Okay, so here I have given some keywords to use in the past perfect tense: when, after and before. Okay, okay, next we can see future perfect tense. Here I have given a formula to make future perfect tense. Okay, So in the affirmative sentence, we should use subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 past participle. So here we should use shall for the first person. Okay, first person, it can be singular or plural, and we should use will to second and third person. Okay, here I have given a sentence. They will have planned before I reach. They will have planned before I reach. Here subject plus will have. They, third person plural. They will have planned before I reach. நான் ரீச் ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே அவங்க பிளானை போட்டிருப்பார்கள். So it is going to happen in the future, and it is going to be completed in the future. Okay, and in the negative sentence, subject plus will or shall plus have not V3. Okay, and my cousins will have arrived by the time I go home. நான் வீட்டுக்கு போகிற அந்த நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே என்ன பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க, அவங்க வந்திருப்பாங்க. My cousins will have arrived by the time I go home. நான் போகிற அந்த நேரத்திற்கு பார்த்தோம்னா அங்கே வந்திருப்பார்கள் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, ஸோ பிஃபோர் ஐ ரீச் ஹோம் they would have arrived. That is the meaning. Okay, and in the interrogative sentence, will or shall plus have plus subject plus V3. So here we should take the question word to the beginning. Will or shall plus subject plus have completed his project work tomorrow. Okay, will he have completed his project tomorrow evening? நாளைக்கு ஈவினிங் வந்து ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஒர்க்கு முடிச்சிருப்பாங்களாம். So here already I have told you meaning for the word perfect. Perfect means completed or finished. Here it is, as it is future perfect tense, the action will be finished in the future at a particular time in the future. Okay, now we can go to the definition. Here, to talk about something that will be finished at a particular time in future, we use the future perfect. Okay, so the action hereafter only going to happen. The action is hereafter only going to happen, and hereafter only it is going to be finished. Okay, so the action is going to be taken in the future. Come to the example. I will have finished this work by 3 o'clock. So here we can take the particular day. Okay, what is meant with the sentence? I will have finished this work by 3 o'clock. 3 மணிக்கெல்லாம் நான் வந்துட்டு இந்த ஒர்க்கை நான் முடிச்சிருப்பேன். 3 மணிக்கெல்லாம் முடிச்சிருப்பேன். It can be afternoon. Okay, it can be afternoon. So we can think that I speak about this work, completing this work in the morning. In the morning, or in the beginning of the afternoon. Beginning of the afternoon means at 12 o'clock. 3 மணிக்கு முன்னாடி நான் பேசுகிறேன், அப்போ 3 மணிக்கு முடிச்சிருப்பேன். ஸோ the 3 o'clock is going to come hereafter. Okay, ஸோ ஹியர் நான் 3 மணிக்கெலாம் இந்த ஒர்க்கை நான் முடிச்சிருப்பேன். They will have lived here for 4 years on May. Here it takes a long past. Okay, so long future. Long future means this is not May month. Here May means it is the name of the month. Okay, it means they did not reach the 4th year. Okay, it means they are reaching the 4th year. It can be before May month. It can be April or March or February or any month. So but this is not May month. So when they reach May month, they would have lived in the particular house for 4 years. Okay, so it means they are living in this house. They may be living in this house more than 3 years, and they have not yet reached the 4th year. Okay, and here I have given another sentences in active voice and also the same sentence in passive voice, because in the examination this type of sentence has been asking continuously. Am I right? Okay, so this type of question is asked often. look at the first sentence in active voice. The government will have distributed free laptops to the students by the time next month. By this time next month. Government students, it means to the government students. Okay, the students those who are studying in government school. Okay, so government வந்துட்டு கவர்மெண்ட்டில் படிக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு நெக்ஸ்ட் மந்த் இதே நேரம் அவங்களுக்கு லேப்டாப்ஸ்லாம் வழங்கப்பட்டிருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. வழங்கப்பட்டிருக்கும். Okay, but they have not yet distributed. They have not yet distributed. இன்னும் அதை டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணவே இல்லை. Okay, so I have given in active voice, and here we should not justify that this is passive voice, because some students will say this is passive voice as by has been given. Okay, by அல்ல கொடுத்துருக்கோம் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால இது வந்து passive voice னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, because by has been given before an adverb of time. adverb of time ஒரு நேரத்தை குறிப்பதற்கு முன்னாடி. Okay, and in the passive voice the same sentence has been given in passive voice. Free laptops will have been distributed by this time next month. But I did not give you. Who will give? Am I right? In the first sentence the doer has been given, and in the second sentence the doer has not been given. Has not been given. இதில் doer நான் கொடுக்கவே இல்லை. So we can imagine who will be the doer. It can be government. Government means collector, or sometimes CEO or headmaster, anybody else. Okay, so here the doer is hidden. So in this type of sentence will be asked in the conditional class or in the tense form. Okay, could you understand? Okay. Next we can see present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. What is the formula for making present perfect continuous tense? Subject plus have or has plus been plus v3. So sorry, v4. Okay, v4 means present participle, ing form. Okay, it is a fourth form of the main verb. Okay, he has been working here since 2000. This type of sentence as also often asked. இது மாதிரி டைப் ஆஃப் சென்டென்ஸும் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, அடிக்கடி எக்ஸாமில் கேட்குறாங்க. ஸோ listen to this type carefully. So he has been working here since 2000. It means அவன் இந்த இடத்துல working here it can be any company or factory or institution. Okay, he has been working here since 2000. What is meant by since 2000? 2000 ஆண்டிலிருந்து. Okay, so he has been working here. அவன் 2000 இங்கே வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்து வருகிறான். That is the meaning in Tamil. Okay, and subject in the negative sentence we should use subject plus have or has plus not plus been plus v4. So in the continuous tense we must use any ing form. Okay, நம்ம ing form sentence compulsory use பண்ணணும். Already I have told you when I taught to you present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. So without ing form there is no continuous tense. Okay, so here in the negative form he has not been working here since 2000. It means அவர் வந்து 2000 இருந்துலாம் இங்கெல்லாம் வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்திருக்கவில்லை. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, in the interrogative sentence have or has been plus subject plus v4. Okay, have they been decorating the stage for 2 days? Here they ask, அவங்க 2 நாட்களாக இந்த ஸ்டேஜை வந்து டெக்கரேட் பண்ணி கொண்டு இருந்து வருகிறார்கள். Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, so it means they have been decorating the stage for the past 2 days continuously. Here we want to know the definition of present perfect continuous tense clearly. Look at there. To talk about an activity that started in the past and is still happening or continuing at the present. At the present, it means the fact or action would have been started in the past, but without stopping, it would have been continuously happening till the present. Pastல தொடங்கி முடிவடையாமல் தொடர்ந்து presently நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கும். presentலையும் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கும். That is the meaning, that is the definition for present perfect continuous tense. One action would have started in the past tense, and without stopping of the action, it will be continually happening till the present. இப்போ வரைக்கும் past tenseலே தொடங்கி இப்போ வரைக்கும் நடந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். That is present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so look at the sentence. I have been working since 8 a.m. So we can take this sentence into the particular day or for the long past. Okay, for the both places we can use here, and here we can identify this sentence by the two clue words or keywords since and far. Since and far. Okay, so we can use the both words in different manner according to them adverbial. Okay, here I have been working since 8 a.m. நான் காலை 8 மணியிலிருந்து வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டே இருந்து வருகிறேன். That is the meaning. It means it can be afternoon or evening. Am I right? Okay, but since morning காலை 8 மணியிலிருந்து வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டு வருகிறேன். I have been working for 6 hours. For 6 hours. It means நான் 6 மணி நேரமாக வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டு வருகிறேன். வேலை பார்த்து கொண்டு வருகிறேன். That is the meaning. Okay, I have been working for 6 hours. What is the difference between the both sentence? In the first sentence, the time of the action which has started has been given. The exact time has been given. Okay, and the செயல் எப்ப தொடங்கியது அப்படிங்கிற exact time has been given here, but the exact time of the action started has not been given here. It has been given approximately. Okay, ஒரு approximate time தான் கொடுத்துறாங்க. 6 மணி நேரமா வேலை பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ here we should calculate by the present time. If it is evening 4 o'clock. Okay, 6 மணி நேரமாக பார்க்குறேன் அப்படின்னா evening 4 o'clock means the work would have been started 8 o'clock. Am I right? ஓகேவா, இப்போ காலைல 8 மணிக்கு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா அப்போது 12 மணி வரைக்கும் ஒரு 4 hours, அப்புறம் அதுக்கப்புறமா ஒரு 2 hours, 6 hours தான் வரும். ஸோ the work would have started 10 a.m. Okay, but 6 hours, it means here it would be afternoon 2 o'clock. Okay, next, they have been living here for 10 years. They have been living here for 10 years. அவர்கள் இந்த வீட்டில் ஆர் இங்கே 10 ஆண்டுகளாக வசித்து கொண்டு வருகிறார்கள். That is the meaning. They have been living here since 2010. Since 2010, because it is 2020. So I have given here the 10 years differentiation. Okay, so could you understand the differentiation between the both sentence? The both sentences give us the same meaning. Okay, but the action which is started has been exactly given. Okay, when it was started, எப்போ இது தொடங்கியது அப்படின்னு எக்ஸாக்டாக கொடுக்குறோம். in which sentence the word since is used. Okay, அவர் 2010 இங்கே வசித்து கொண்டு வருகிறார்கள். That is the meaning. Okay, but in the first sentence அவர்கள் 10 ஆண்டு காலமாக இங்கே வசித்து கொண்டு வருகிறார்கள். ஸோ 10 ஆண்டு காலமாக the started time is not given. Okay, next we can see past perfect continuous tense. Okay, what is the formula to make past perfect continuous tense? in the affirmative sentence we should use subject plus had plus been plus V4. So here we can use only had for all the subject. Okay, in the present perfect tense we would have used have or has according to the noun or according to the subject. Okay, but here to all the subjects we should use only had. Okay, had plus been plus V4 in ing form according to the sentence. Okay, Sam had been constructing the building before Ravi started. Okay, Ravi அந்த கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் வேலையை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி யார் அதை தொடர்ந்து பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்தா? தட் இஸ் த மீனிங். ஸோ சாம் ஹேட் பின் கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டிங் த பில்டிங் பிஃபோர் ரவி ஸ்டார்டட். சாம் would have been constructing this work for 4 years or 3 years or 5 years continuously or 1 year continuously. Okay, but now Ravi has handed over. Okay, has been handed over. Okay, இப்போ வந்துட்டு அவன்கிட்ட ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, subject plus had plus not plus been plus V4 should be used in the negative. Okay, so in the negative sentence subject plus had plus not plus been plus V4. So negative word should be used between the auxiliary and be form verb. Okay, Abhishek had not been playing in the ground till it was rained. Okay, மழை பொழிகிற வரைக்குமே அவன் வந்து கிரவுண்டில் விளையாண்டு கொண்டு இருக்கவில்லை. இட் மீன்ஸ் something had happened to him. So they suspect that whether he played in the rain. Okay, but before the rain came, we should not say before it was rained Abhishek had not been playing. Before the rain it was rain, Abhishek had come to house. That is the meaning. Okay, that is the meaning. And in the interrogative, had plus subject plus been plus V4. Had they been arriving before they called it, that means அவங்க கால் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவங்க வந்துட்டாங்களா? That is the meaning. Okay, here past perfect continuous tense we can see the definition: to describe an activity that went on for a period of time further back in the past than something else. We can use the past perfect continuous tense. Could you understand the definition for the past perfect continuous tense? Two facts would have happened in the past. Okay, and the fact would have started at first would have been continually happening. ரெண்டு நிகழ்வுகள் பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ்ல தொடங்கியிருக்கும். அதில் ஒன்று முன்னாடியே தொடங்கியிருக்கும். இந்த முன்னாடி தொடங்கிய அந்த செயல் கண்டினியூஸாக நடந்திருக்கும். இரண்டாவதாக தொடங்கிய அந்த செயல் would have completed in a short period, in a short span. Could you understand what I say? So in such situation, the fact which started at first and continually happening should be taken into past perfect continuous tense. Okay, when my friend joined that institution, I had been working there for 10 years. So here I had been working there for 10 years. It started at first. அதுதான் முன்னாடியே அந்த செயல் தொடங்கிடுச்சு. Okay, when my friend joined that institution, அந்த இன்ஸ்டியூஷனில் அவன் சேரும் பொழுது already I had been working there for 10 years. Okay, so the working for 10 years is a continuous process. Okay, continuous process, and it started at first, so it should be taken to past perfect continuous tense. He had been living in Mumbai since 2010, but he left there last March. Okay, so here the both person are same. Okay, he can be any person. So he had been living in Mumbai since 2000. 2010 மும்பையில் தான் வசித்து கொண்டு வந்திருந்தார். For present perfect continuous tense வந்திருக்கிறேன், பட் இங்கே வந்திருந்தேன். That is a difference. Okay, he had been living in Mumbai since 2010. 2010 மும்பையில் வசித்து கொண்டு வந்திருந்தேன், but he left there லாஸ்ட் மார்ச், ஆனால் கடைசி மார்ச் அவன் அங்கே அந்த இடத்த விட்டு வந்துட்டான். ஓகே, ஸோ லிவிங் இன் மும்பை ஃபார் 10 years இஸ் அ கண்டினியூஸ் ப்ராசஸ். ஸோ இட் ஷுட் பி டேக்கன் இன் டு பாஸ்ட் பர்ஃபெக்ட் கண்டினியூஸ் டென்ஸ். ஓகே, ஓகே, next we can see future perfect continuous tense. What is the formation of future perfect continuous tense? In the affirmative sentence, we should use subject will or shall plus have plus been plus V4. V4 means present participle or ing form. Okay, so will should be used for second, third person, and shall can be used with the first person. I shall have been completed, we shall have been completed. Okay, but they will have been completed, they will have been completing, sorry, not completed, completing. Okay, so she will have been watching programs, அவள் ப்ரோக்ராம் எல்லாம் பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்து வந்திருப்பாள். ஓகே, நெகட்டிவ் சென்டென்ஸ் subject plus will plus shall plus not plus have been V4. Okay, she will not have been watching the program, அவள் பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்திருக்க மாட்டாள். எதை? the program. Okay, அவள் ப்ரோக்ராமை பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்திருக்க மாட்டாள். So it is going to happen in the future, and it will be happening continually at the particular time. So the event will start at a particular time in the future, and it would be processing or happening continuously. Okay, ஃபியூச்சரில் தொடர்ந்து நடந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு செயல். ஓகே, and it would have surely happening. Okay, interrogative sentence will plus subject plus have been V4. Will they have been finishing their construction? It means they are doing the construction work for 2 years or 3 years. Okay, or they ask next in the next month will they have been finishing their construction? The time has not been given. Okay, so will they have been finishing their construction? அவர்கள் அந்த கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் ஒர்க்கை முடித்துக்கொண்டு இருந்திருப்பார்களா? That is the meaning. Okay, now we can go to the definition. In the future perfect continuous tense, it refers to a long continuous action over a period of time in future. Okay, in the future the act will start and it would be happening continuously over a period of time or a long period. Okay, I will have been completing my course by next March. It means we can think it is a 3 years course or a 4-year course. Okay, so it is a final year. So I will be completing, or I will have been finishing this course, finishing my final year by the next March. அடுத்த மார்ச் மாதம் என்னுடைய கோர்ஸை என்ன பண்ணியிருப்பேன், நான் முடிச்சிட்டு இருப்பேன்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, it is surely that I will have been finishing, that means I will be writing my final examinations of my course. ஓகே, என்னுடைய கோர்ஸோட கடைசி எக்ஸாம்ஸை நான் எழுதி கொண்டு இருந்திருப்பேன். ஓகே, he will have been serving this school for 10 years by the end of December. So he will have been serving the school for 10 years. இந்த பள்ளியில் 10 ஆண்டு காலமாக என்னோட சர்வீஸை நான் செய்து கொண்டு இருந்திருப்பேன். When? By the end of December. By the end of December means this is not December. It may be January or February or March or April, May or November or October. Okay, so by the end of December I am going to complete my 10th year service. Okay, என்ன 10ஆம் ஆண்டு சர்வீஸ் என்ன பண்ணியிருப்பேன், நாம் முடித்து கொண்டு இருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொல்கிறாங்க. ஓகே, that is the meaning. So here we can see the clue words for by the end of this month, this year, by the end of next month or next year. Okay, students, hope you would have understood the usage of tenses. Okay, so we have completed all the 12 tenses. Okay, don't forget, because tenses is the most important part in grammar. Without learning tenses, we cannot learn spoken, okay, and we cannot convey an idea without any mistake, because we want to convey our idea without any mistake and it should not be misunderstood, okay. So don't forget that you can go through all the 12 tenses again and again till you learn, because tenses is the most, or how can I say, this is the basic to all the grammar parts, okay. Don't forget. Thank you, dear students.